This is the team we are going to be running today. It is going to be some of my favorite Pokemon from pretty much every format. The only weird Pokemon you can probably see is the Nihilego, if you're not a fan of some of my normal content. You know, I've used all these Pokemon in the past other than the Nihilego, and the Nihilego could potentially switch up for Gengar. I have the Gengar ready to go if I need it, but we are going to be using Nihilego today. We're going to be going over the team in general. It's going to be a Focus Sash Butterfree, the standard Tailwind, Sleep Powder, Rage Powder, Bug Buzz. It's my favorite Pokemon. I love it. We're going to be using a Choice Scarf Nihilego. This is the reason why I said it could be switched with Gengar. They do pretty much the same thing. You got a fast, poison attacker that is deceptively faster than most things. Like you would kind of expect, the Garchomp to be able to fight the Gengar. But then I can just Destiny Ball on the Garchomp, or, I can kill any Tapu. The reason why I'm deciding to go with the Nihilego over the Gengar is because Sludge Wave is pretty good, and note that I have two Steel types, so I would love to be able to go for some Sludge Wave plays. Next Pokemon up next is going to be the Ground MZ Garchomp Complete Standard Swords Dance set. Note that it's being paired with Butterfree and Celesteela on the team preview, so it looks like it's scarfed, but it's really not scarfed. It's really Ground MZ. So I'm going to be able to trick people into thinking that's the scarf. Then Nihilego looks like it's potentially Life Orbed, but then Nihilego has the scarf. So that's a little bit mix up there. We have the standard Taunt Life Orb Lele. I love one-shot and Arcanine with this guy. Next up, we have the Assault Vest Celesteela. Great thing to switch into if you have, like, let's say, a Lele that wants to avoid poison attacks, or a Nihilego that wants to avoid ground attacks. Celesteela is a good switch in there. Can win games all by itself. And the last Pokemon on the team is going to be something that I think is going to be next level, probably by the time, I upload this to YouTube. This is probably going to be standard by the time this eventually gets uploaded, but it's going to be a special sweep Lucario with Feint and, Focus Blast in the Fighting MZ. You may think that's terrible, but in reality, it's not terrible. It's actually pretty good, and if you guys give it a shot, I'm sure you guys will agree with me. So we're about to hop into some games. Cool, we got someone. We got Genius39 from Italy. Those are things that we take. Here we go. We see Snorlax Driftblim, so it looks like a Driftblim Feeny type team. I don't actually think that's bad. I think that's actually better than the Lele in some regards. We see Magnezone, and note that I have two Steel types, so like Magnezone might be a bit of a problem. We see an opposing Nihilego, a Garchomp, and a Feeny. Butterfree could totally work here, but note that Butterfree and Lucario both have redirection moves. It's what I like to call this team a little bit of misdirection here, because you never know where the redirection is going to come from. I think I could actually get away with Butterfree, but I don't know if I want to. What if we were to use, like, what can Nihilego get done here? Let's look at it. If I were to lead Nihilego Lucario, I think it's actually a super good lead, but I kind of just lose to Garchomp, I don't like just losing to Garchomp because it's the hip thing to do. Like, Garchomp's a bit of a pain for this team. And I'm looking at that now in team preview. Like, before, it wasn't as big of a deal. He's already locked in. We still have 30 seconds. He doesn't have an Intimidator, so I guess I could go Garchomp. And, like, worst case scenario, we just trade Garchomp Z moves. If I want Garchomp Butterfree. That actually doesn't seem like a bad idea. Yeah. Butterfree, Garchomp. I am going to go Lele. Just because I think I am going to be able to get a Tailwind up. And if I don't, oh well. Do I want Nihilego? I think I'm going to bring Steel as my last mon, and I think that's probably a bad idea. But it's okay. This is the very first game we're playing with this team. Don't expect too much. Okay. What's he going to be with? The thing is, he doesn't have any Intimidators. So, like, Butterfree Garchomp is a lot more deceptive than it looks. It looks like I'm Scarfed. And if I was Scarfed, for example, his Garchomp would have, like, nothing to worry about because, like, I just have no KO power. But Garchomp Feeny is his lead. I think that is the correct lead here as well. I think what I'm going to do is just Rage Powder and go for a Z move onto his Garchomp. This would block Moonblast coming into my Garchomp slot. This would block just a bunch of stuff. I don't have to Tailwind right now. And this stops me from getting Protect baited. Like, if he protects and I Rage Powder, well then, we're fine. So we're just going to Rage Powder with Butterfree, and we're going to Z-move into his Garchomp. And like I said, the main reason we're taking out the Garchomp, I don't know if Garchomp's actually the main threat with these correct four that I brought, but I do feel that Garchomp is a Pokemon that I have hard times dealing with. And we're going to see what happens. Alright, so I'm going for a Z move. It is not always a one-shot on opposing Garchomps, so we'll see. The fact that his Feenie's not protecting kind of makes me think that it might be a Specs Feenie, and if that's the case, he's probably going for Dazzling Gleam or Muddy Water. But, you know, we'll see what happens. So Garchomp's taking that damage. Let's see if we don't KO and we redirect a Z move into our Butterfree slot. That'd be hilarious. Ooh, yeah, that's not going to KO. And it's probably EV trained to do that. So we go for Rock Slide. It's going to clock the Butterfree sash. And, I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is. There we go. And let's see if we see an AoE mover. Yeah, there's some Muddy Water. And it does hit on both of our Pokemon. So it is going to be that Specs Feenie. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. It's pretty bad, but it's not the end. I have to send out my Lele here, and I don't want to. Yeah, I'm going to go Psychic into the Feenie, Rock Slide with my Garchomp, and then I'll probably switch out Lele and start going for EQs. Yeah, I don't even know if I can KO the Feenie. Like, I probably just lose this game. Just because I bet you money my Garchomp's going to, like, lose a speed tie here. And that would have been better to know last turn than this turn, I think. His Garchomp goes for Protect. It's completely fine. We're Rock Sliding. I need to hit the Feenie. I think it's really important. And it looks like we hit the Feenie. Can we flinch the Feenie? That's like the second part of it. We need to do this damage to Feenie. It's very, very important. And let's deal the damage. Specs Feenie lives forever, apparently. Can we flinch it? That'd be huge. And he goes for a Moonblast on Garchomp. So he's not Spexed, and he's not Wiki Berry, so that means he's probably Leftovers. But I think we just lose. I don't see a way that I win, because he's just going to Z-move me, he's just going to Z-move my Lele, you know? Alright, so we got bodied by Garchomp, and the thing is, being bodied by Garchomp isn't something that would have happened if I had Gengar, which is something else I was talking about doing. I think the only thing I can really do is just protect with Lele, you know, buffer the Z-move, and try and KO the Garchomp that way. But remember, this is the very first game, so it's not really the end of the world. We are completely testing right now. And I couldn't even use Lucario. Like, you can't lose Lucario against Garchomp Feenie. That, like, doesn't work. One thing I could have done was, like, I guess switch in the Lele and go for Sleep Powders. So there's always different ways to look at it. His Garchomp can't protect this turn, though. And I was expecting the Muddy Water. I was expecting him to be Specs from how he opened up with that first turn. But the lefty set is just as standard. So Lele's going to protect. I'm just going to block the Z move. Let's see if he just Fire Fangs my Steela. He's just going to go for the Z move. Cool. So, I mean, protecting is better than nothing. I'm still going to take about roughly 30%. And then from here, he's probably going to send out the Nihilego, and then we kind of just lose. But there is a possibility that he doesn't have 4 Pokemon that can grind out Celesteela after I get a Beast Boost. And that is totally a possibility. It's going to be good damage. He's going for Muddy Water. Let's see if he gets an accuracy drop on my Celesteela. That'd be pretty lame. He hits on Steela. And also, if I would have flinched that Feenie, I would have been in an amazing spot, I think. That's like no damage. My Giga Drain comes in on Garchomp. Cool. And now we have speed advantage over the Feenie. So he has to send something fast out here is pretty much how it works. And if he sends something fast, Celesteela's at +1 with the Beast Boost. So I might be able to deal with it. It looks like that Feenie can't do anything to Steela. Like, at all. And it's just waiting to get Giga Drain. So it looks like he's... I'm betting his Feenie's going to protect next turn. That's what I'm guessing. So I'm expecting Nihilego here. Magnezone. Oh, yeah, Magnezone's pretty good against me. I think I'm just going to double up into the Magnezone. And hopefully I can KO it. I bet it'd be really cool to see him protect with the Magnezone here. I think that would be a really good play. Like, it shows a deeper understanding of the game if he protects with Magnezone, because he realizes that that's my only threat. Yeah, he's withdrawing Feenie. Like, I don't think that's the right play. I think the correct play would have been to protect with the Magnezone and just Moonblast my Lele. Because the way this works, I don't know how his Magnezone's built. I'm sure it's the special... Or I'm sure it's the Magnet Pull version, but it doesn't have any investment, so it can't actually protect against this Flamethrower. And he goes down. So, I mean, I guess we're coming back. He didn't bring the Nihilego. He didn't really bring any of his fast things other than the Garchomp. So, Celesteela's at +2 now. And that's scary. That's scary. So, he's going to send the Feenie out. He's going to be able to get a boost with the Driftblim off the Unburden. But, like, I'm at +2 with an Assault by Celesteela. I really don't think that there's a way that I can throw from here. I mean, I can. It's totally possible. Like, accuracy drops are the worst, and other stuff like that, but let's see what happens. I think he might protect and just go for the Tailwind to make sure he can KO the Lele whenever he wants. I think it's a pretty safe play. I'm just going to ignore the Feeny. Like, really, I can just ignore it. I think I'm just going to double up into Driftblim. They don't usually carry Protect. It's not as common on Driftblim. So Driftblim just goes for a Shadow Ball. He's just going to target the Lele. Like, it is what it is, you know. Like I said, I'm really not as scared of this Feeny as I think I should be. And, I don't know. I really, we'll see what happens. I might just be able to, no, I can't one-shot Driftblim. This is going to be a two-shot at the very least. Actually, I still could lose. Like, accuracy drops are a thing. He's going to be dealing single target damage to me now. Alright, yeah. I think I'm just going to target the Driftblim. Like, the Feeny, I was going to Giga Drain it, but I didn't want to get Protect baited. And so what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to Flash Cannon the Driftblim again, and then Giga Drain the Feeny whenever I feel like it. Because like I said, Driftblims aren't as known to carry Protect. Because right now I have KO potential on either of these guys. He has to guess where I'm going. He goes for a Shadow Ball, no Protect again, which isn't incorrect. Like, it's totally not incorrect for what he's doing. That's bad. That's not bueno. Because Feeny's faster than me, so he's going to be able to get 2 Muddy Waters in off a special D-drop. That's, like, really, really bad. I might die. Good thing if he got an accuracy drop, that'd have been bad. What do we do here? I'm at +3. Alright, it's time to go for it. Can Muddy Water one-shot what's left of my Celesteela after a special D-drop? That's the question, isn't it? If he protects, he's just wasting time. Make sure I use Giga Drain, not Flamethrower. Alright, Steeler, bring it home. Don't you crit me. Don't you do it. 12, cool, we got it. No crits. We take those 4 Beast Boosts with Celesteela, and like I was talking about with the team preview aspect, like Celesteela can win games all by itself, which is exactly what happened. He brought like 4 Pokemon that can't fight Celesteela. Feeny can't really fight it, Garchomp sure as hell can't fight it, Driftblim can't fight it, and his other one was something else.